Title: The Two Parts of Tobi and Femi. No one in the village of Kudenda ever imagined that two boys who grew up like brothers would one day walk two completely different roads. But life has a way of testing every heart, and the choices we make can build our future or destroy it. Tobi and Femi were born just a few weeks apart. They were the same height, the same age, and were together so often that people joked they shared the same soul. But one had dark skin and one had light skin, so the villagers called them day and night. They didn't mind, because they believed nothing could ever separate them. Their families were poor farmers. Every morning, the boys helped in the fields before running off to play by the river. They did their work with smiles, and everyone in Kudenda loved them for their energy, their laughter, and their kindness. But as they grew older, something changed. Femi dreamed of going to school, traveling the world, and lifting his family out of poverty the right way. He studied under the village tree every evening, even when the lanterns went out. Tobi had a different dream. He was tired of seeing his parents struggle. He was tired of wearing old clothes. He wanted money, fast. And when he saw people online showing off wealth and luxury, he began to believe that honesty was too slow and patience was too painful. One day, Femi received an admission letter from a college in the city. The whole village celebrated. Even Tobi forced a smile, but deep down he felt abandoned. Why should he get a better life before me, he thought. That was the day Tobi's heart began to change. While Femi studied night after night in school, Tobi stayed home and learned something else, how to trick strangers online for money. He pretended to be who he was not. He lied, he manipulated, and the money started flowing in. For the first time, he felt powerful. But power can blind a person. Soon, Tobi wanted more money, more fame, more respect. Someone told him there was a faster way, a darker way, and Tobi agreed without thinking twice. He was so desperate to be rich that he ignored every warning, every voice of reason. The day he bought his first luxury car, he laughed at the life he used to live. He moved to the city, got a big apartment, spent money like water, and surrounded himself with parties, drinks, smoke, and people who only stayed as long as his wallet stayed full. He forgot about his parents. He forgot about the village. He forgot about Femi. But money earned the wrong way never stays. The same friends who cheered around Tobi when he was rich disappeared when his account ran dry. His cars were sold, his apartment locked, and all the people he thought loved him stopped answering his calls. Meanwhile, Femi graduated with top grades. He got a job as a company manager. It wasn't instant luxury, but it was honest, peaceful, and stable. He helped his parents, visited the village often, and never lost the humility he was raised with. One evening, years later, Femi was driving home when he saw someone sitting by the roadside, thin, tired, and dressed in torn clothes. He almost drove past, until he heard a weak voice. "Tobi, it's me." Femi froze. The boy who once dreamed loudly, laughed loudly, and lived loudly had fallen into silence. Tobi was no longer the proud young man who wanted the world at his feet. He had nothing left but regret. Femi didn't ask, "Why did you do it?" He didn't say, "I told you so." He simply sat beside him and held his shoulder. And in that moment, Tobi broke down and cried, not because of the money he lost, but because of the time, the choices, the people he threw away. "Femi," he whispered, "I wanted the world to see me as a success. Now I just want to see myself again." Femi helped him up, took him home, and gave him food, clothes, and encouragement. He didn't give him money. He gave him something more powerful, hope. From that day, Tobi worked slowly, honestly, and quietly to rebuild his life. And even though it took time, it was real this time. And it was his.